Hey, tonight's Exhale conversation, it's going to be a little different one. For those that know, when I do this, I'm doing it in one take. I'm not rehearsing anything. I'm not writing anything down. How it sounds is how it sounds because I want to enjoy the authenticity of this conversation. So if I may mess up a word, I may come back. It is what it is, right? So with that being said, it's funny how things work because when you want to really put something out there that's not supposed to be put out there, things that stop you from putting the word out. Like my microphone, my stand broke. Enough things that make me not have this conversation. But anyway, we here. We always get another stand, right? So today's Exhale conversation is going to be, it's going to be I don't want to say it's going to be long, but it might go down a couple of different avenues if you got time to listen. This one it's going to be about chemotherapy. If you're going through it or you're about to go through it, and for those who know someone who is currently going through the journey, give you some insight on what it feels like or what you feel like, just the whole process. And results may vary, but I think I have a good enough insight on the people who I have talked to who are going through this journey. All the notes are pretty much the same. So, this round for me, well, before I say that, anytime I do say stuff, I'm always say I'm talking about me so I don't offend anyone else. So I always say me. Although I do get my data, my information from a lot of other people as well. So, but I always say me so I don't get anybody riled up. So for me, starting tomorrow is my second week of getting chemo 4 days in a row. So I'm currently on a 6-week plan. Originally I was going 2 days, but these 2 weeks I'm going through is to get a heavy dosage. So it's 4 days a week, and then we'll see where we at next week. All right. So although I have been through this journey before in the past with going 2 to 3 days, this one 4 days is a lot, man. And people out there doing 4 days every week. And there's some things that I learned, some things I already knew, but I'm always going to push the button just because I am. So, as I said before, the doctors always tell me what I can't do, what I shouldn't do. And when I walk out the office, I do what the fuck I want to do. Right? Crazy or not. Anyway. So yeah, the 4 days a week, man, I wish people always ask what do you feel like or what you experience. And if I can somehow put it into words, imagine running down a football field full speed, back and forth without stopping, full speed, about 6 times, right? So that's 100 yards each way. So if you're doing it 6 times, that's 1,200 yards at full speed, no brakes. And then after you do that, you put a ton of bricks on your back. Then after that, you put the ton of bricks on your back, walk for another 5 blocks. It's exhausting. I'm trying to get that point across. It's exhausting. You're tired, and it's a different type of tired. I don't think people realize that. Like, I can hear the phone ring, but I can't get up to get it. In my mind, I'm getting up, but you can't. And then you weigh your options in your mind, like, I answer it later. So if you know somebody who's currently going through the fight, just know that they're going to be tired. Like, tired. They're not going to eat. A lot of people always ask me, what do you eat? What do you want to eat? Or are you hungry? And I simply say, I simply say no, or I wouldn't even tell you what I want, because I have no taste on anything. If you ever feel like you ever ate air, that's what it is. Like, I can tell something's hot or cold. Like, I had a drink the other day, I knew it was cold. Crackers have been real good to me. Fruit, but once again, have no taste, but it's just something that easily can go down. I haven't really ate too many meals. Sometimes it's hard to keep it down. And then, like I said, B, for me, I know I can't taste anything, so in my mind it's a waste of time, so I get in result of that. Makes me not eat. So just know, the person who you're around, or if you go through, you're probably gonna have an appetite. You're probably gonna be nauseated a lot. Now, have I dealt with that? Yes. Yes, Saturday was pretty intense. Like I said, sometimes you feel it, but you don't actually do it. But Saturday was pretty intense for me. So that's one thing. Nausea, fatigue. You can't eat. But hey, I found out a tip though, and I'm looking for them. Well, I know where they are. I ain't did them yet. So you want to stay hydrated. You want to drink a lot of water. So I was told, nurses told me to get the Pedialyte popsicles. So, you're dealing with somebody with that, give them some Pedialyte popsicles. I don't know how hard, I guess they are kind of hard to find, or you just actually got to put some effort into it to go find them. So, Pedialyte popsicles. So I'll be get my hands on those today or tomorrow for sure. So we nauseated, not eating, fatigue. I said Saturday was a pretty different day for me. So previously, in my journey this, I lost all my hair. And so when I knew I was going through this time, if you had known me before now, my beard and my hair was a lot longer. So in I guess trying to beat it to the punch, I cut my hair down. Not saying that it will fall out, but Saturday morning was I woke up to some hair out. So and it's a difference to when you cut your hair and to when you lose your hair. It's totally different emotions. So Saturday was different for me. But then again, I can tell you some things on what you shouldn't do. So although I'm telling you I woke up Saturday, what was going on, I still went to the gym Saturday morning and lifted heavy. Now that was probably a mistake because I had to leave. Like halfway through my workout, I couldn't function. Body was all, felt like I was nauseated. And I still, for the record, I still did my 4-5. And with some young guys that was behind me. It was like, OG, you strong. But I'm like, all right. But then in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I got to go. Saturday was not so good. So if you're dealing with somebody who is going through the journey, or you're about to go through the journey, just know those are probably things to expect. And then maybe you may not have these things that I'm going through or have went through. Probably one of I'll say last things is, if you know someone who's going through the journey, not that you got to kiss anybody's ass, because you never should kiss nobody's ass. Just know that that person is going through a whole mental cycle, man. And maybe a lot of times they don't want to talk about it. Like in my case, for me, I was embarrassed. I didn't want nobody to see me. I still had that, because you just mentally try to get through it. But and in return, just be patient with folks, man. Just, check on them. One of the things I always get, what can I do for you? I wanted to tell you, I just say, give me your love. Right? Sometimes you get in a dark place. If you ever been through depression, depression, if I could sum it up, it's like you want to go home, but you're already at home, if that makes sense. So, you go through some dark spells, but, if you're going through a dark spell, it's okay to go through the dark spell. Don't stay in there too long, though. Come on out, man. Come on out. But yeah, give that person some time, if it's real, if you really care about the person, you keep on checking on them. Like I said, a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to talk about it all the time. Like first time you see somebody, how you feeling? Or a lot of times you don't want to talk about it, man. It's like, because you're still doing it, you feel like a freak. Tell me a dirty joke. Tell me something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Make me laugh, or make me say some crazy stuff to you. If that makes sense. Also key is remind me. So I get my chemo on my hands, and my hands are really, really, really sore. So I need to get a tennis ball. I need to find someone who works with my hands, man, because my hands are like killing me. So maybe that's depending on what a person get their chemo, if they get it through their hands, probably their hands is hurting. Your hands turn black. Chemotherapy is a mofo. So, but like I said, the end of the day, if you're going through it, and I know people who are starting their journey this week, as I talk to them, shout out to them, and I'm sending love to them. Much prayer for you, much strength for you. Anything I can do, I'll definitely do. And I'm gonna keep on. I go to the gym for everybody. In my mind, I'm doing it for everybody who's going through, who can't fight. I know that sounds crazy, but that is my motivation and my goal. Shout out to my fam, Norris Bethea, man. He sent me a message yesterday and said, you're one of the strongest dudes I know. And that meant a lot. So shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. But yeah, I wanted to come on and talk about this tonight. Just a little insight. It don't want to take too long, maybe 15 minutes. So just know if you're going through it, we got this. Anything I do for you, if you just want to call, vent to me, and vice versa, absolutely, we could do that. But make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're hydrating, y'all. And for those who have people who are going through it, make sure they're rested and make sure that they are hydrated. They may not want to eat. Get them something simple, because like I said, a lot of times they don't want to eat. Now, lucky for me, I still, besides, my hair coming out, I'm still 240. You know what I mean? So, all this shit is doing, just making me a superhero, y'all. So, and for everybody else who's going through it, you're a superhero too. So, salute to y'all. Like I said, if you need me, just reach out to me any way, and I'll make sure I get back with you. But But once again, you know, if you're somebody going through it, just know it's mentally draining, physically draining to that person. Give them time, y'all. Give them some space. They'll get back to you. They'll get back to you. So, hope this helps somebody. Help me. All right. I'll catch y'all in traffic next time. Y'all be easy. Peace. Exhale.